Um, I think it's based on drama or whatever they want to make it look evil or cool. And this is all real stuff. I mean, ghosts don't have to be evil. Ghosts are just ghosts that we're capturing. And even the one I shot at Emma's back porch, fantastic. It's like I got this ghost going through a wall, and his body and everything. It's all like goes there, and it's like, oh, yeah, not really. And that's fantastic too. Like, who gets that?
No, and that was awesome. That's why I'm surprised. I'm like, do they just want garbage? Or I've noticed they also are repetitive. They repeat different videos. It's like, why are you doing that when you have people submitting new videos all the time?
And it's pretty hard. Like, everything I do is like live or captured live. So it's not like it's made up or photoed or anything. If you see it, that's it. It's pretty impossible to fake anything. So I'm always trying to promote the best of the best. And you still go like, oh yeah, look good, but send us something evil and dramatic or you get killed off. Maybe that'll work.
Kind of like D&D.
You know?
My characters never live.
Don't know what to tell you about that. It's just bizarre.
Well, I know that made me sad, but at the same time, I'm super happy for you because you and Boo's TikTok are really taking off.
Yeah, Boo has done really well, and as I said, what I'm trying to do is make episodes with Boo that are funny, and he's still haunted. So we're trying to make funny things out of it and add a paranormal fun kind of a spin on it, make it comedy. And people are getting into that because it's not just boring when a dog goes, I'm gonna wave my hand. I made it like a lot of fun. If you've seen this, so it's hilarious. Somebody's been taking off that way. Excuse me.
No, that's super awesome, and I'm super happy for you guys and that your TikTok is taking off. I think I did one video for TikTok and that was it. But a lot of people are getting a lot of followers on that, and yeah, pretty proud of you guys, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's got most, and it's like something as a spin-off on paranormal. Like, it's still paranormal, it's still investigations, but well, let's do something with it and see what the reaction of it is, right?
Indeed. So on this note, let's go ahead and head to our first music break. You can go ahead and turn your camera off if you like, so you can enjoy your break in peace. But on this break, we have Mr. Jeff Hilliard from Los Angeles, California. Man, do they have a lot of snow going on out there. He's going to be singing Abandoned, Consensual Sex Band, Good Life, and then we have Gravity from Krakow, Poland with Throw You Away. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
With the love we made together all along, I just don't know what went wrong. I know the days, 'cause I thought I saw forever in your eyes. Was all that passion in a lie? Just another fool. You think left me behind. Echo, just get in the van.
Excuse me! Excuse me! You got a cigarette? Hey, you help a guy out with some spare change. Anything will do, man. Oh, God bless. Can I just get your change? I missed the bus. I got this 6 right there. I'm not an animal. Moving like a steak knife.
This is the good life.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I wanna be inside of you. We got plenty to do. Tell the quarter to 2. And I know you wanna ride my cat.
thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in Rockies. This evening, we are joined by Mr. Patrick Cross and Boo. Welcome back, Patrick. Sorry about the sound issues. Hopefully,
I'm here.
yay! Yay! He's still here. Yes.
So on the break there, I sent you those photos of
Okay.
the alien landing site thing with the interdimensional pictures of that guy or that interdimensional being, and also the photos of the latest UFO with the sky and the door opening.
Holy shnikes. So, yeah, wow. The door opening thing is new to me. Like, I've seen these other ones, but where is this at?
Just down the street from where I live. There's a park there, and it's like that was the first happening roughly around the same time, just before the crash of the trees of that probe or alien thing that went into the woods.
Now, that's insane. So this is like a new predicament, basically.
Yeah, it's like I think it's a hot spot. I don't know what's going on, why it's activated around that area, but I think it's because this probe crashed with a huge white light and a crash that was heard for a mile. Took out all the tree line, and then ever since then, it's been a hot spot for maybe UFOs checking it out, researching it, going back and forth. Who knows? Or visiting.
Yeah, maybe it woke something up. I'm trying to turn this down, and if I turn it down too much, then you're not coming through enough. So I'm not trying to turn it down too much. But I'm still in the red. Let me try something else. But anyways, I'm wondering, could this be because there's interdimensional beings checking out this place? Or could it be because, like you said, it woke up some spiritual activity? Like, it's hard to say.
It is native ground. It was owned by Indians, and it was a village at one time around that creek. So it's in an upper part of the north of Burlington, Ontario. And it was patrolled by troops and Indians, and it was Indian ground and Indian natives that lived there. So I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of different things that it could be, so it's hard to pin it down to just one unless you do like a ton of investigations to figure it out. But that could take forever, especially after this crash.
I go there when I go there when I can, and I think most that doesn't matter what day it is. There's always a hum coming around the creek, so it's not like it's not happening. I mean, people take their dogs to go by there, and the dogs really freak out. They're all like in the air, looking around. They don't know what's going on. I think animals pick up a lot of energy and a lot of things that we normally wouldn't pick up.
Yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that animals can see and hear more than we generally would. So that's pretty intriguing when it comes to that. And the fact that all these things weren't happening until after this crash, so maybe it woke up some extra entities or life forms that were resting and now they're woken up.
Could very well be. So we don't know. It's been active. I mean, I get a tingling feeling when I go down there. Like it's all energy pulse, and I feel like it's all tingling, and it's in the air. So it could be anything really.
Is your sound better now? Because I'm not hearing that background noise I was hearing before. Like you weren't echoing, but I did hear a background noise. Is it better for you?
I'm still hearing. Yeah, it's better. I'm still hearing a delay, but it's not as bad as it was.
Good. I hate that you're hearing a delay, but definitely good
I mean,
that
as long as it records that people can hear it, if you can't hear two delays, then you're fine.
definitely. Yeah, it's looking good over on Spreaker. Hopefully, it is everywhere else. And we have a lot of new people in here, and yeah, I haven't heard anything since last time I said, "Is it sounding better now?" or whatever, and Jason said it was sounding good, so hopefully we're still good. I just contacted Dave Cruz, who is one of the major people for this other station that I just popped onto, which is a massive endeavor as far as like my sound has been shite since I started there. And I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Like, this is really hard for me because I've been doing this for years and now I just feel like a failure, like nothing is working. But I'm hoping it can work because I do want to stay with these guys. I love what they're doing. They're trying to get the word out there, and so that to me is most important. But yeah, I just want everybody to have the best experience, really. But yeah, this UFO phenomenon, I've been having crazy dreams lately. What about you?
Um, just weird stuff. I mean, I've always had weird dreams because I'm psychic, anyways. But I mean, my house is pretty clear now. But for a long time, it was haunted by different things going on. I mostly hear things walking around in my bedroom. I don't know why. I even have an infrared flashlight, ultraviolet infrared, and I get up and look around, and there's nothing there. But I can definitely hear footsteps, something walking around, touching the bed at night, and I don't see anything. So, it's probably because had abduction experiences. I've had a lot of UFO experiences. I've had attacks and experiences, a lot of demon encounters. So it could be related to that. But I go to bed positive, and I try to be, living in the moment, being honest, being pure, being walking in the light.
Yeah, you got to try to be the best human being that you can, for sure.
Right. I mean, we all do. We all have a goal to believe in positive and help and wellness and being, right? And each day is a new day when you wake up.
It really is. It's a new beginning. Yeah, it can be so complicated, but I think we're on the right path. Yeah, these dreams are crazy. One of the listeners we have listening right now, we had a shared dream of kind of like I'm not going to say utopia because it wasn't. It was like the end of the world sort of thing. And we came and converged on a certain place in the woods. I don't know where it was, but there was a church house, and we're looking for people in our party. We're waiting for them, and we run back to the church house, and it's this really gory scene. And then we finally get out of there, and you have to leave as soon as you can because there's so many different cars trying to leave because so many people have come there for no apparent reason. It's like I think it was this show I just watched recently, which was last night, and it was called Extinction. And at first I thought it was about humans dealing with aliens, but it was actually AIs and synthetics dealing with humans. But this guy kept having this dream. And to me, that's kind of what it was. We kept having these different dreams, and some of them lined up and correlated, some of them didn't. But it's really crazy when they do correlate. It's like, what the heck is about to happen? It kind of freaks you out when it is a shared dream. It's like there's more to it than just that was a dream. It's like that was actually some sort of vision.
Wow. And it's weird. It's weird because about a month ago around Christmas time, I had a really weird dream. I dreamt that I was like in rocks in an area and kind of like fighting people or getting away. And I was bleeding from my elbow and my arms, and I woke up And guess what? My arms were all bleeding and cut. And this was actually in the dreams. I don't even know how that happened or how, if I was reality in the dream becomes reality, that kind of thing. Or I went back and forth. So I was freaked out because I've never had being hurt from a
Mhm.
dream and then waking up and the same wounds and the same cuts and bleeding are from the wounds that I dreamt of.
So you dreamt it and you had the same wounds? Or you had the pain there?
Yeah, I had the
Wow.
pain and the wounds and the cut and the blood and everything else, and it's like as if I hit, walk crawling across a rock,
Yeah, like,
cut my arm, and then I wake up and it's the same thing that actually happened. And I'm going, whoa! It's like that's the only thing I remember. I remember fighting with somebody running away, and it actually came back into reality. So I was like, how did that happen?
that's what is scary. It's
It's just
like,
like,
okay, it's like a place between dream and reality. And yeah, you bring it back and it's there and it's on your sheets or whatever and you're feeling it. Like I get bruises and stuff all the time and I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? And I think it's from these crazy ass dreams I've been having. And also with that, like you don't get a lot of sleep because you're fighting during these
this was
dreams
the
and
first really significant one that really bothered me because, like, oh my god, I remember the whole segment of the dream, and then I wake up and it was hurting. My arm was hurting. I look back and it's all cut the same way and it's bleeding the same way as the dream was when I woke up. So that's just like, how are we parallel, or are we parallel to our dreams, or are the dreams half reality? We live in a dream and then we live here, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I don't know if
So it's
you
so weird.
think about astral travel or anything like that. I haven't intentionally done it.
Yeah.
I've done it a couple times accidentally. One time I thought I died and I quickly crawled back into my body because I left my body and I saw my body laying there. I'm like, oh my god, I died. So I had to crawl back really fast. But so I wonder if that's like perhaps you went, I think the dream realm and the astral realm are like really close together. So it makes me wonder, like,
Yeah.
did you go from the dream realm to the astral realm or what to get those significant, like, injuries?
I mean, I wasn't hurt when I went to dream, but I mean,
No,
how
but
is
when
that
you woke
happening?
up.
And it's like just different things that you pick up, like are like other people, sensory dreams, I guess you could call them, because now we're reliving or living that dream, or we're in that the dream reality, and then we come back, like the Matrix or something, But
Mm-hmm.
very vivid, very detailed. I mean, I remember the woods, I remember the trees, the rocks, the sharpness, the water, the pain. So it wasn't like you're living all the feelings of what happened. And then you wake up and you go, oh my God. And you look at it all and it's all there. Like amazing.
Yeah, like there's actual evidence. This actually happened.
Right. But I can't explain it.
It's so scary. It's like, oh my god, like that actually happened. How do you prove it? Well, these are here. Or did you get kind of drunk last night and maybe you felt like about the apartment or something? No. What would I have fallen
I
on?
mean, I've heard other people have this, but I mean, maybe it's more going on because people are more sensitive, are more open to things now, becoming more spiritual than they were maybe a couple of years ago. With
Mm-hmm.
all the negative things happening in the world, while fighting all the wars, maybe it's coming to an effect of being more aware of our surroundings.
Yes. What do you think about dang it? I have all the timers, so I forget different names, but there's something effect that holy shit. It all started with this African person that became president supposedly. Holy shnikes. I can't believe I can't think of it now. It's where we skip timelines, like we have different memories and we know different things, but then things skip timelines. And I'm not sure if it's because of what certain people are doing with time skips, time traces, etc., colliding the God particle, etc. Different things have been changing, and I feel like it's been happening like faster and faster and faster every year, more and more. And I think they kind of gave it a break for a little bit. Mandela effect. Have you heard of that? And have you experienced that?
Well, it's weird. I think a lot more people are being open, and I'm sensitive and psychic anyway, so I pick up a lot of stuff. So I've been hearing from other people actually having more experience of what do you call it? Subdimensional things or lower below dimensional things that would only be subconscious when we dream. I think that's where it comes out.
Well, I think, I don't know. I feel like the Hadron Collider, or whatever, I think it's called the Hadron Collider, and CERN's doing the same thing where they're colliding particles and they have them in these tubes and they're like, this should contain it. I'm like, really? So you're going to collide these God particles and these hydrogen particles and everything else like that, and you think it's going to be contained in these aluminum or whatever you made it out of cylinders? I don't know. And it didn't seem to start happening until they started doing that. So to me, it's kind of strange. And it's just the smallest things, nothing big. Until my husband changed. I don't know if you've had that too, but so one of the things being is, Luke, I am your father. And then my husband and I were on the same page. And then he's like, no, it wasn't that. And this was a couple years after that. He's like, no, it wasn't that. It was like, Luke, it is I who am your father, or something like that. I'm like, okay, other dimensional Vern. It's like, what the fork is happening? Because I remember, I've been watching this since I was a little bitty kid. It was, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah. Well, you're sensitive too, so you pick up a lot. And since I've been doing this show, I think you've had more stuff than you usually would in the last couple of years. So you're picking up a lot more things too.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think I'm sensitive, you're sensitive, and I think kids that are being born into the world are more and more sensitive. And so, we all have gifts, but there's more and more gifts being had, and I think it's for a reason, because we're coming to a precipice of some sort. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's really weird. And especially when that happened with my husband, because we were on the same page forever, and all of a sudden he's like, no, it's not that, it's this. I'm like, okay, other dimensional Vern. And it makes you wonder, because they say, like, beyond or behind, like, different scopes as far as you're from this realm, I'm from this realm. It could be the smallest thing, like hair color, eye color, freckles, whatever. It could be the smallest thing. But to me, it's memories, and people are like, well, are you just misremembering things? And I'm like, no. Like, these are things we've repeated throughout our childhood and throughout our adolescence that I'm not going to forget it, because I've said it repeatedly, just like Austin Powers. I totally replayed that movie again and again. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being shy of saying that, but I don't think I'm misremembering. Just like the Shazam thing, where the wizard came. They said it's Shaquille O'Neal. It was actually, oh my gosh, what was his name? I just had it the other day, but it wasn't Shaquille O'Neal. It was first that the comedian. What the fuck was his name? I don't know. I'm so bad with names, but I know it wasn't Shaquille O'Neal at first. He was the replacement actor. So as far as like you go, because I'm sounding crazy, do you have anything for you that has like slipped where you remember it a certain way, but it's actually this way?
Yeah, I've had dreams like that. I mean, I wake up and I think I'm in another dimension, and then going, no, that isn't right, or you think, you look in the mirror and you think, well, I'm in the wrong position. Ever had like that? Like go in the mirror and like, how come I'm looking in the wrong way or something? It's just weird. I don't know. If it's just subconscious things or something coming through, or we're more open to things and we've maybe experienced something in our other dream state. I'm not sure, but I I question a lot of stuff. So it's like you. It's like things are happening. You don't know why.
So I finally remembered it. It wasn't Shaquille O'Neal, it was Sinbad. Sinbad was the
Oh
original
yeah,
actor
okay.
for this. Do you remember that? Or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a long time ago.
Sinbad was the original actor. And now they're saying, no, Sinbad never did it. It's Shaquille O'Neal. And when anybody mentions it to Sinbad, he gets super pissed off. And not only did that change within that movie, there was like 3 or 4 different things that changed. So that was interesting. Yeah, it was originally Sinbad. I remember watching that as a kid. You ain't gonna tell me it was Shaquille
Yeah.
O'Neal, because I know the difference between
Now they're
Shaquille O'Neal and Sinbad.
now they're trying to change history.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what the whole Mandela effect is about. The change of history, just like the Bernstein Bears and the Bernstein Bears, the Fruit of the Loom, Fruit of the Loom, Fruit Loops, Fruit Loops. So many different things have changed. And like I said, it's just the smallest little thing, except for me, a big thing is you're going to replace Sinbad, who originally did this movie, with Shaquille O'Neal. I don't think so. But yeah, even Sinbad gets really pissed off about it.
That's just
He's
weird.
like, yeah, he's like, I'll never get this movie. You know you did. And that's what makes it even more weird is when he denies it.
I don't know, maybe because they're supporting themselves as actors. I don't know. I mean, I don't follow celebrities or actors too much because they're in their own world. They're people are following them. That's what I mean. It's a totally different realm. Um, like Madonna, she's so over into herself, and I'm not saying she's a bad person, but she's just like, oh, I got to redo myself. I got to look like this. I got to look like that. I got to have this. I got to let my face. It's like, oh my god. It's like, can't you just be who you want to be? And it doesn't make sense. Like she's just jealous of everybody and trying to make herself better than she was. I don't know. Doesn't
That
make sense.
whole, whatever they do to their faces, it's like, I don't know. I think it's better to age as you are than to do this to your face because she was just recently on some awards show and she did not look like herself.
No, I mean she was on the Grammys or something or whatever. And yeah, I was shocked and going, why did you do that? Because she had a beautiful face. She was a natural,
I thought
nice
so
person.
too.
It looked really good. And what do you need to make it better? She hates being old. I don't know, what is she, 55 or something? But it doesn't make sense because you're all accepted and now you're blaming other people. Like she's comparing herself to Lady Gaga and oh that person's jealous of me and this and that. She's gone overboard. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I think that comes with age, so I don't ever want to grow old. But, yeah, I think had she just aged gracefully instead of doing whatever she did, she'd be more beautiful than she is today. And I think a lot of actors do that because there's that, oh, I need to be stuck in this place. So they do different things to their face to keep them in that certain perspective. Here I am wearing fake lashes, but no, seriously, like, don't do that because, like, it's unnatural. You can't smile the same. You can't talk the same. You can't even look the same. Like, you're unrecognizable.
Yeah, especially when you're in media. I mean, you've got a reputation and you just want want to reinvent yourself and look worse. People are saying that she wanted to look like her daughter because her daughter tried to look like the same facial features, but her daughter's way younger, right? So I don't even know how that works. And then she's blaming on the media for like, well, not accepting me. I should change my whole face, and now you should like me. Like,
So, like, does she have a natural daughter, or is she talking about her African daughter?
I think it's Lourdes. Is that her daughter, or was it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
think
know
that's what her
she's
daughter
got
was.
a couple, or a few African American kids. And then just recently I heard they're trying to pick her up for trafficking. And I'm like, what? That's because
Oh my goodness.
she went into Africa to adopt. She tried to, and they actually denied her. And so she went a different route and paid off different families. And they're like, so long as you bring her back for this and this and that and that or whatever, we can see her every year or whatever. Okay, Donna can afford that shit. But she didn't. And then when the families would contact her, like, her daughter, her grandmother was sick and dying. And she's like, my only wish is to see my granddaughter before I die. And they're like, you don't have this power. Like, what the fuck? Like, how hard is that? Like, just let her see her granddaughter. Like, how hard is that? You're Madonna. You have millions or billions of dollars. I'm not sure how much you have, but you can afford to take your daughter to Africa to see her dying grandmother. But she wouldn't do it. And that to me is not cool. That's kind of taking advantage as far as you made a deal in the first place. Now you're like, nope, my lawyer says I don't have to do that. And that's where, I don't know, maybe that's where her features and everything being all fucked up is happening. Maybe it's karma. I don't know.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. To each their own is what I say. I mean, I only observe. So it's like Michael Jackson. He wanted to be white. He was a great performer, great guy. Because like he kept turning what wanted to be more white. And
Well,
there's nothing
I
wrong with the guy. I
thought,
mean, I respect it, and he just became so obsessed with himself. And what his whole facial features changed, his body changed, everything changed.
yeah, I kind of felt like he was so freaking handsome, like during the Thriller album and everything. But he was originally Michael Jackson. But then I heard a theory where they're saying he had some sort of melasma, which I have that too, like on my lips. I have dark spots. First, I thought it was like I got resin on my lips from the weed I was smoking
Yeah.
or something. And I was trying to get it off, and then it just spread and spread, and it got bigger. And I was like, what the hell is that? And it turns out it was melasma. So I have early generational African American within me. So way back in the day, I'm part African American. So maybe that's where it pops up. Maybe he has some white in his system, so he has some white spots popping up. So instead of having those spots, you have makeup people who can fix that. But instead of dealing with that, he just went like full-fledged for it, right? But the whole like plastic surgery thing, he was so handsome. He didn't have to do that. I thought he was more gorgeous as the original Michael Jackson than he made himself to be. That's what happens, I think, when you're in the limelight and you're constantly seeing yourself and you're like, oh, I can improve on this and this and that and that. Which makes me sad.
He wanted to look like Elizabeth Taylor, right? He wanted to have a smaller nose, a pincer nose. He was obsessed with Elizabeth Taylor. So she had a smaller face and a rounder face, and he tried to sculpt his face like her. So don't know why, because they were best friends and everything else, and that's what really happened out of it all.
Maybe because he looked up to her and he thought she was so beautiful and he just wanted to be like her. I don't know. But I thought he was beautiful in the first place. Yeah. But that's the outside looking in. People looking from the outside in. But when you're in that chamber with yourself, it can be pretty hard. When I saw that
like,
video...
I've been to some Like this is funny. I've been to some premieres, like film features, and hang around some big wigs and some rich people and stuff like that. And they're always. I noticed, like I was at a hotel in downtown Toronto when they were having the film festival, and they're all looking in the mirror at themselves. They're constantly looking at themselves and fixing their mirror. Like they look great as they are. So they're so into like what are they looking at? Why they keep perceiving what they want to look like in the mirror? It's just like bizarre.
Yeah, it kind of takes you back to the seven deadly sins. Are there demons for that like prey on you? So vanity. Are there demons for vanity that are like, talking in your ears and saying things to you, and you're just like constantly having to look at yourself or fix yourself or whatnot? Like, it makes you wonder what's really going on. And I saw that video by The Weeknd, and I was. Go ahead.
Yeah. The person I worked with for many years, I won't really mention her name, but she was constantly fixing her makeup and looking in the mirror. And we're doing investigations. We're on site. We're on this. Where's the mirror? I have to look in the mirror. And she was so obsessed with her makeup, her nails, her hair, and what she looked like on camera. And it's like, oh my God, we're doing ghosts. It's like, who really cares, right? We're in a graveyard. We're here. We're there.
The dead don't care what you look like. You look better than them.
I was doing Castelloma. Tours, and like all she wanted to do was like fix her makeup. And if I look good, do I look this way? Or where's my lipstick? She wasn't caring about an EMF meter. She was more like, are my nails red enough? Like, it was just like hilarious. I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's like the dead doesn't care what you look like. You look way better than them, baby. But yeah, like I was saying, that video that The Weeknd did, I was like, what the hell did he do to himself? Because he went from looking like himself to probably disfigured, like plastic surgery looking. I'm like, oh my God, no, he didn't do that too. And then he went through the whole video, and he also did interviews afterwards like that. I was like, no, Mom, this is him going out to the media and to the people that watch the media to say, you don't have to do this. Like, he really didn't do that, but what if? What if he had done that? Oh my gosh, he kind of looked like Beauty and the Beast, that reality series that they did? And I was just like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking freaked me out. I was like, no, Weeknd, no, I can't believe you did that. Luckily, he didn't. He was just trying to personify on this. Like, people are doing this. Kind of like Nicki Minaj, she came out last week and she's like, hey, I go out without my makeup on and everything because I feel beautiful and you guys keep putting me down. But I remember when she was on American Idol and she got those booty things done where her booty was super huge. She had to have assistants to keep her chair from falling off the stage. And that totally tripped me out. And I was just like, man, like, all the steps we're taking to be accepted or to be wanted within this world, you don't have to do it. Because you're beautiful. Patrick, you're beautiful.
You're beautiful too.
Thank you. Yeah, it freaks me out. It's like, oh my God, I couldn't believe that. Like he made my hair is raised on my eyes. I'm like, this is worse than any like paranormal investigation I've ever done. But no, it wasn't. It was just him trying to show people what it could be, and you don't have to do this.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I've been doing some media shots and some pre-filming for a couple shows, or for this one show. And it's weird because do your best smile. I only want you to smile. And it's like, well, I'm naturally just like laughing and grinning and smiling. Oh no, we gotta have a perfect smile. So it's like, what's the difference between me smiling and the perfect smile?
There's no such thing as a perfect smile. The smile is perfect. There's no perfect smile.
You want to measure the smile with a ruler to make sure it's the right size. You figure that out. It's just bizarre because you have to have a perfect smile now that they want that shot in the media.
I don't get it. And that's media.
I don't get it.
Media
And
and they prefer, you can do this and that. And it's like, there is no perfect smile. Everybody's smile is perfect. Everybody has a different smile. That to me is beautiful.
yeah,
Makes you an
if you're
individual.
natural and you're laughing and you're having it and you're smiling, but they go, no, that's not gonna. We have a perfect smile, and then I shot a smile. They get a laugh. If you look at my Facebook, is this good enough to show my teeth? And
Right?
it's like hilarious. It was right before my birthday, and I said, "This is good enough." I was like, "Oh, I look like Jim Carrey." It was hilarious.
I'm like the super huge smile.
So it's funny because I just did it on spite of them going, well, here's the perfect smile. How do you like that?
Well, I think, like you said, laughing. When you laugh, that's when you have the perfect smile because you're like, okay, say cheese, Mary, cheese. When you do these different things to get a smile. But when I was a photographer, which it's been a while because my camera got stolen, but you have to make people laugh. So I do different things or say different things to make people laugh. Once you get that genuine laugh, you get that genuine smile. It's not the perfect smile, it's the genuine smile. And everybody has a different one.
Yeah. But it's funny because on all the ghost shows I've been doing, and even when I was filming for Paranormal Night Shift and Paranormal Survivor, they say you can't smile. You gotta look serious. Don't smile because it look like you're having fun. It's like, this is me naturally. And they're going, no, you gotta look like this. And every show that you watch, Paranormal Survivor, Haunted Adventures, they don't smile. They can't smile. No, you gotta look too serious. The ghosts you come in and get you, you gotta look like this. So I'm just laughing, go, really?
Yeah, it's insane. But like I'm saying, just make somebody laugh. Have them have that genuine smile because the fake smile never looks right. Never does, even to yourself. But if you're actually laughing in the picture, it really works out, I think.
Yeah, but why does everybody have to portray being grim and, oh my God, I'm being attacked? Like, they're not, every show you watch, they don't look real like this. Oh, like things are happening. Like, it looks like not real.
You have to look
Because
scared
that's not how
shitless.
people are every. Hmm?
But for me, like, I'm like sitting here next to a crystal ball and looking serious. Because I like my rested bitch face. I don't know about you. I also like my smile, but yeah. I couldn't get a good smile, so I just did my resting bitch face.
Yeah. Well, do what you want. I mean, it's like you are portraying you, right? And that's not what I think of.
It's like whatever looks natural, whatever feels natural, go with that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a whole freaking spindle of things as far as that goes. So, did they decide on a smile for you, or like I know a lot of your pictures, like I think your serious pictures where you're just like,
I sent. It was funny. I sent a couple of headshots, and the one that I did, the TikTok one on, it said, "Yeah, it looks good because you look like Gene Simmons." I go, "Oh my God, that's all I need."
you having time hanging out?
It said, "Perfect, look like Gene Simmons." Yeah, you're smiling, but you're looking cool. So that was like, oh geez,
You're like, yeah.
yeah. No, I did it on TikTok for them, and then they laughed and they go, "Yeah, we got like this. It's perfect. Yeah, it looks evil, and you're smiling and everything else." I'm like, oh my God.
What do you do? I don't know. People are so judgmental these days, and I'm like, do what feels comfortable with you. Like, sometimes I smile on my pics, sometimes I don't. Resting bitch face is natural to me. People are like, why are you looking all mad at me? And I'm like, I'm not mad at you, I'm just trying to see.
I was on a show a couple of months ago. This is true, funny story. A new guy, okay, he's into paranormal. He's doing a show, and he has a long beard, and he looks, a bit woodsy, right out of the woods, right? It's kind of like out of the woods. He's Virginia or somewhere, dressing normally, and I did the show, and then everybody thought, "Well, cut your beard." And they kept telling him to change his image because his show wouldn't go anywhere. So he was very self-esteem, and he took it to heart because nobody wanted him because they kept telling him to change his look. So that's how superficial people are because he was just being normal.
Yeah, he's just being himself, and they're like, "Oh, change your look," and he's like, "What? What do I need to do?"
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the show. It's just his look, right? So people are looking at him going, "Well, this guy looks like up in the wilderness, like a mountain man, and they should change the show."
That's ridiculous. People are
Yeah.
so judgmental, and I have a friend, he's been saying different things, and he's talking about warnings and all this other stuff, and I'm like, we are not God. We are not here to judge. Just love each other and live your fucking life. That's the best way to do it. That's the way to have the most peace, because otherwise, you're going to have a lot of turmoil, and it's going to be really fucking difficult.
Well, I think a lot of people are stuck on the fact that everybody wants to be like somebody else, or do I look right for someone, or do I look like this person, or I have to look like that person? And now, if you watch TikTok videos, everybody's trying to be like that person on the TikTok video. So it's like, oh my God, here we go again, right?
Yeah, I saw a Facebook thing where they have the shorts. So you have the videos, then you have the shorts, and then you have more videos. And I watched those, and there's this one chick, and she's like, "Here's me dressing up as my husband's crush." And so she's dressing up like Ariana Grande. She's got her, hair done up in a ponytail, all long and stuff, and she's got her kitty cat ears and her dress and her long boots on, and she comes out, and he's like, and she's like, "Look, touch me," and she gets all mad about it. As long as you dress up to the way your husband likes and he likes it, that's cool, but I kind of get it where she's just like, "Oh, you're just thinking about Ariana Grande, so don't touch me," sort of thing. I don't know. And there's so much drama there for your mama. It's like, give me a break. Can we just all be happy?
Well, like you're natural. You're yourself, right? You do what you want to do. You be yourself, and everybody else wants to try to be somebody else, or I like that person, or the next big thing. Well, I got to be like that person. Like, why can't they just do what you want to do and be yourself?
I know, and it took a long time because, worrying about judgment, whether it's your old man or your husband or whatever, am I going to be accepted? Am I not? I'm at the point where I don't give a foot. Probably shows. But no, I am who I am, and I love who I am. And I'm finally at that place. Like, I didn't used to love myself, but these days I do, and I think that's the most important thing, to not only love each other, but to be at peace with yourself, and not to worry about judgment from others, which is really hard because judgment is so critical, and you can read things or hear things and be like, and want to change it, but I don't think there's really anything that I would change about myself. Except for,
well, I don't know
maybe I could be a better housekeeper, but I think other people need help too.
I don't know if you know. I went through a divorce several years ago, and my ex was so obsessed. Like everything I did, I was smiling, having a good time, liking things, and she was so jealous and upset because I was being myself and being me, and she was so obsessed with the fact that I was making friends or having a good time. So she couldn't handle the fact that I was just being me and she wanted to control me, right? So it was just a whole big thing. And she wasn't happy with herself, so how she could be happy with me? So it just didn't work out. But these kind of things, if you're being you and you believe in yourself and you love yourself, then somebody should help accept you. And she was so mad and miserable because my life was better than hers. And I was trying to better myself and do things in my own life, and she could always get jealous of what I did, right? So it was so obsessive. Uh, there was this tug of war, and we just couldn't get along because she just couldn't handle me being happy.
Yeah, and like you were saying, you have to find that happiness within yourself to be happy with yourself. Otherwise, yeah, she's all pissed off at you. That's not your fault. But on that note, we do have to go to our second music break. So let me see. Okay, so it's going to be Jeff Hilliard, Good Life. Finger Bang Your Day, which is one of my favorites. I think we already did that. Hold on. Let me look at my music notes. Because I think I did not delete a couple last break. I thought I did, but I didn't. Okay, so Finger Bang Your Day is here. Good Life. Okay, that's number one, so I gotta get rid of that one. Okay, so we have Jeff Hilliard from the Los Angeles area, which is covered in snow right now. I can't believe how deep the snow is there. It's like 10 feet plus. It's insane. In the California area. There's Finger Bang Your Day.
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's insane. And then Clock the Hills, Silicon Wave, and then Multitude, which I can relate to. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this music break.
When your life is a never-ending train wreck, and you feel like you're drowning in a sea of regret, with a bit of oppression pressing down on your neck, it hurts so bad. When your overwhelming hatred kills your heart's desire, and reality starts looking like a dumpster fire, you start bitching to me, but you're preaching to the choir. You don't need to be so mad, 'cause sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we're sure there's no reason to try. When the whole world goes completely insane, open your heart, stand up and sing. I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah, I'll finger bang my day. That's right. You gotta make the choice to give it all you've got, and make your day long with pleasure, really make it hot, because your day deserves a lover that pulls out the stops. Come on, it's not so hard, 'cause sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we should. There's no reason to try. When the whole world blows up in our face, what else could we do but stand up and sing? I'm gonna finger bang my day. Yeah, yeah, finger bang my day. Hey, what are we really doing? We can't live in a world that has this much hate. We have to get honest with ourselves. We have to take stock in what our part is in all of this madness. We have to let go, and we focus on giving love, setting that intention. And each and every single one of us gets up every day with the intention to give love. And we do it. We go out there and we give love every single day. Each one of us gets out there and makes love to our day, giving our day a multiple orgasm. The whole world will be orgasmic for the rest of eternity. Sometimes we hurt, sometimes we cry, sometimes we should. There's no reason to try. When the whole world is fucking insane, we open our hearts, stand up and sing. I'm gonna
desperate and pathetic. Nothing but a coward. You're a fool with nothing to offer. No one will ever believe you. They see you for what you are. You're just a fraud, a shell of a person. And now the murderous spirit of hatred and demon that has you. They enslave you to the dungeon of the hate. I am the Paranormal.
I just got a package, I can't wait to get home. I spent all day tracking the shipment of my phone, all that she was lacking. I ordered custom, I can't wait to get some. Take it to the bedroom, bitches always nagging. Now I got the air, I send the bitches packing. Going my way, I have a new attraction. Don't care what you say, it's better in every way. Now baby, it's time to play, we're gonna make a resuscitate and show everyone the way, cause I'm going my own way, riding up Silicon Way. I won't see on the game with my new real dog. I'm gonna play just second grade to Mount Silicon Way. She is here to stay. She's my new real dog, and it's time to play. She don't need expensive date nights. Never talks back, I'm always right. Stuff it in her face with all my might. She don't even care, we don't ever fight. She never cries when I'm testing the suspension. We blow it up like it's fucking Armageddon. We make the videos because this is perfection. Look at this erection. I don't need protection, cause I'm going my own way, riding up Silicon Way. I won't see on the game with my new real dog. I'm gonna play just second grade to Mount Silicon Way. She is here to stay. She's my new real dog, and it's time to play. With my new real dog, I'm gonna play. She's my new real dog, and it's time to play.
The woman of my dreams.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Fais-moi l'amour.
Je suis amoureux.
Je pense toujours à
Enchanté,
tu es charmant.
ma chérie. Mon fruité dans une hostie. Ils étaient le nipple.
Tu es chaud. Fais-moi l'amour.
It's like living on a super yacht, making love to a robot. It's like owning a football team, but having sex with a robot. It's like winning an Oscar and Emmy or Grammy when you're fucking a robot. It's like saving a family with a newborn from a fire, but you're fucking a robot. I'm going my own way, riding up Silicon Way. I won't see on the game with my new real dog. I'm gonna play just second grade to Mount Silicon Way. She is here to stay. She's my new real dog, and it's time to
I got all the moves, got that multitude. You think it's wrong? I could've had too long. Fuck that. Check these molar moves. You need a multitude. I can do no wrong. Back of the head long, never gonna cut it.
All these hookers sweet on me. Look at them chasing me, showing me that ass. And I bag up to snatch. I do this shit for free. Go down your mama till 3. She's taking selfies with the mullet like it's history. How can I maneuver you with that pussy, dude? You sit like Buddha waiting on it to come to you. My lines are straight to the point. She shows me gratitude. So what's your latitude? Let's adjust your attitude. Head with a alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow polka dot bikini.
I got molar moves, I got that multitude. You think it's wrong? I could've had too long. Fuck that.
Head with a alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow polka dot bikini.
Check these molar moves. You need a multitude. I can do no wrong. Back of the head long, never gonna cut it.
Head with a alligator, double dually Lamborghini. All up in a silly little yellow polka dot bikini. You're like the butt of a butter knife cutting up panini. So climb back in your kangaroo pouch like a rolling genie. These moves are hot, these locks I got. This power cannot be disputed and it can't be bought. So you can find me in the studio with all these thoughts. You wanna bite my style, but you can't be what you're not, neighbor.
I got molar moves, I got that multitude. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these molar moves. You need a multitude. I can cut it. Got that motherfucking ballin'. You wanna touch it?
Yeah. Next time you come around here with your bitch ass, just remember how my mullet makes your hoes pussy drip, drip, drip.
I got mullet moves, I got that mullet too. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these mullet moves. You need a mullet too. I can get no wrong. Never gonna cut it. I got mullet moves, I got that mullet too. You think it's wrong? Back of the head too long. Fuck that. Check these mullet moves. You need a mullet too. I can get no wrong. Never gonna cut it. Never gonna cut it. Never gonna cut it.
Drip, drip,
Mullet moves. Don't touch the mullet, bitch. Mullet moves.
drip, drip.
Mullet moves. Never gonna cut it.
Ugh.
Okay. Welcome back, and thank you so much for joining us this evening on We Are Paradox Meetings Late Night in the Rockies. So, could you hear the music at all or no?
Yeah, I could hear it.
Okay. I was just wondering
Wasn't really
because
paying
you're sitting there looking like a bouncer, like you're about to kick somebody's ass. I'm like, shit. Patrick Cross, he's been a bouncer
I was-
before. He's in bouncer mode.
No, I was sorry. I'm working on some reports from work, and then I got the standoff attitude.
That's your
'Cause
serious
it's like, I don't wanna
stature.
work
I'm
right
like,
now. I
oh
don't wanna work
shit,
tomorrow,
Patrick
you know.
is serious right now. He's about to bounce somebody or something.
Just a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you too. Like, I've been doing my caretaker job, then I've been door dashing to make extra money, and then on the weekends I do my show, and it's like, where's the free time? The kids are upset about it.
Yeah. When you get,
Mhm.
I work a lot, right? So when you get time off, it's like, oh my god, like a light goes off. I got nothing else to do.
But sleep.
It's like you kind of start reminiscing what you want to do.
Yes, sleep. That is my dream. Sleep to dream to sleep.
For sure.
Dreams these days kind of seem like chores. I'm just like, what is happening? It's either like serious end of the world stuff or it's monotonous. Same day stuff is like, hey, can I just have some really nice dreams? That'd be nice.
I think a lot of it's subconscious because whatever you watch, apparently, before you go to bed, is what you what you dream about.
And a lot of shit I watch is fucking funny. So I didn't get it. Like, why is my dream so serious? Like, to me, it doesn't make sense.
I like weird stuff, so I've always watched weird stuff.
So even when I was a kid, it was like
I
Weird
send you the
Al
odd weird
Yankovic.
videos sometimes too.
When you were a kid, did you listen to Weird Al Yankovic, aka through Dr. Demento's show?
Yeah.
That was my bedtime show. That's what I'd fall asleep to. So that's kind of what my things are today. Like, I watch things that interest me, and then I'll go to V-Busta. I don't know if you know who he is, but he's got, like, an Australian accent, and it's slow draw, and it's like, you can totally go to sleep to that. Or Joe Rogan. Not that he's boring, but it's so interesting, and his voice is so calming, I could just fall asleep to it.
Well, I watch dumb things like Who Wants to Beat Bobby Flay, right?
Yes! I love that
Those food
too.
wars.
Oh,
It's interesting because they are fighting it out.
Yes, seriously. And, yeah, so I do wish those like Hell's Kitchen, Who Wants to Be Bobby Flay, things like that. But then I get the late night munchies and I have to crawl out of bed to get something salty to eat, then something sweet, and then something salty to follow. Sometimes it's a 2-layer. Most times it's a 3.
It makes those shows make you hungry. You have to eat.
I know. It's
You
just
go,
like
oh my goodness,
commercials.
I'm
It's
cooking
like,
something. And then I'll start eating something, right?
yeah, I can't help it. Dialed in
Addicted.
to, this offshoot advertisement. It's like, yes, I need that. To the point where I have roast beef, which I warm up. Then I have these awesome buns that I toast. And then I break out the Arby's sauce and horsey sauce. Yeah. I don't know. Munchies. Salty sweet. Salty sweet. Salty sweet. When does it end?
Those cravings.
What are yours?
So here's an interesting question. What do ghost hunters bring to eat on a ghost investigation?
Okay. You should go first, or maybe I'll answer first. Okay, for me, it's pineapple, salty peanuts, or almonds. Almonds are better because they contain vitamin E. Yes, like a Caesar salad or a Southwestern ranch salad. Something sweet again. So, one thing as far as security in paranormal food is pineapples and peanut M&Ms.
That's a weird combination.
I know, and I'm not ashamed, but that is it. Pineapples and peanut M&Ms. Those are the 2 main food groups.
Well, I have to have one of my favorite foods is Henry bars.
Yes.
Popcorn,
Henry.
salted, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Kit Kats is a good energy thing.
Snickers.
And ginger ale.
Really?
That's what I usually bring.
Ginger ale.
Sometimes hot dogs.
So actually, during my DoorDasher, had to go and get some dry ginger ale for someone. I'm like, what's the difference between ginger ale and dry ginger ale? I don't know. There was dry ginger ale, Coca-Cola, and some hydration drink, which was a pack of 6. That was weird. I was like, okay, this person is very sick or very, very sick.
Weird.
Yeah, DoorDashers, you see a lot as far as people's cravings. You're just like, okay.
Well, I don't like DoorDash. They charge you too much money to deliver.
They don't charge me anything to deliver.
I think it's like standard is $7 here.
Really?
So you order a
It's
pizza
ridiculous.
and it costs you like, So it's like, you order something and it's like, oh my God, it costs another $10 just to deliver it.
That to me is strange. No, I don't have to pay shit. I get paid, so I get paid per delivery, and I get tips. And then, depending on the weather or time, I get paid more per delivery. But I'm a night owl, so I don't get those big-ass bonuses. And that's really weird what people ask for. It's like these different deliveries, and most people are like, I do my makeup, I look all pretty, and maybe they have a doorbell or something, they can see me, but mostly it's like, leave my order at the door. A few people will say, put it into my hand. But most people want it left at the door, so it's kind of weird. Maybe it's COVID and people still traumatized from that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I always have to eat well before I go on investigation because, as you know, you get dehydrated. And I think a good solid meal helps because it gives you energy and it keeps your whole lining of your stomach good. Everything else is good. You feel better because if you're on an empty stomach, you might get sick. The energy alone might affect you. Uh, different things. Like even when I do ghost walks, I usually have a snack or something before when I go because it keeps your energy up and it doesn't keep you low resistance. Kicks in if anything is coming onto you or attracting you or following you or want come into you kind of thing.
So have you actually noticed drainage during your investigations or no?
Have I what? Sorry?
Noticed drainage, like energy-wise, while you're...
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been on a lot of the ghost walks I do. Well, we go through cemeteries and people who, normally would be on there, start feeling really faint and drained. So, that does happen, and I've been doing this 20 years, where people feel automatically weak or been drained, or all my energy is going, and they've had cameras fully charged, and they're all being drained. So I've had many times where I've had water with me, and bottles of water, and given it to them. But I've had that. Nothing's really ever followed me home per se, but I've had other people experiences. After that, they go, "Well, something followed me home and attached to me. It came home at night, and all these things are happening." And they're all concerned and scared, and then next day it goes away because it goes back to the cemetery.
That's insane. So, I don't know. There's a lot of crazy shit. So the very last DoorDasher I did last week, walking across the ice, I'm like,
Hello.
I'm softly stepping across the ice on my last DoorDash last week. Right under the ice, I got these new Nike, so it's basically open on the top and closed on the bottom. So it's like where your feet can breathe, where they breathed in a lot of fucking water. Because that was redonkulous. I'm like, doesn't this place have like some sort of spillway or drainage system? My feet were totally soaked. And then my husband expected me to drive 30 minutes this way, and then drive 45 minutes back this way, and 45 minutes back the next. I'm like, not gonna do it. Yeah, the weather system, it was like so cold but so warm that the ice, like, maybe I'm just so heavy that it just broke beneath my feet. I could have gone around the other way and done this DoorDash, but I went this way and fell through the ice and soaked my feet. It was terrible. It is gross.
Wow.
But I've really been enjoying it because I've been doing a caretaking job. DoorDasher is just like delivery, and I don't really see anybody, deal with anybody, and just deliver food, which is happiness. I'm delivering happiness.
Right. Get in, get out.
Right. As fast as you can. But I can't believe they charge you up there. Yeah, I can't believe they charge you up there. That's ridiculous.
I mean, DoorDash is here, but most people around here deliver pizzas. So it's the pizza companies that are delivering, and the guys are delivering here for pizzas.
Yeah, I did one the other night, and it was crazy. It was at this really rich hotel, so I'm just like, look at you. You're healthy. No, but I had it in a bag, and I had it warmed. Like, I don't have the pizza bag, but I have one that I can, like, spread and flatten out, and it will keep the pizza warm. And it was so hot, when I got back out and put it on the doorstep, it was good. And he was happy, which is all that matters.
You get a good tip out of it.
Yeah. And then my daughter was like, Mom, I tried to do DoorDasher, and it won't let you not tip. And I'm like, I've had at least like 3 or 4 different people that don't tip, and it really pisses me off. So I'm wondering if it's because they had a bad dash the last time or something, so they get a pass, or I don't know what it is. I still love it, because I like cruising and seeing different places, and faces sometimes. Yeah, I can't believe they charge you up there. That's so weird.
It's a lot. I mean, maybe it's even more now because I've actually had an account and I only ordered it 2 times and they kept billing me all the time, even though I wasn't even ordering. So it ended up like being $15 a shot. And they cut my account every 2 weeks and I'm going, what the heck is this? So I
Yeah.
just complained, called them up, everything else. And finally, you know how much they owed me? $2,500.
Really?
And yeah, because of all these charges. I only ordered DoorDash twice. I go, well, how is this happening? Oh, well, we just get billing your account even though you weren't ordering anything. So that was a big ripoff.
That's weird.
Finally got my money back, but it took like, 6 months of all these billings, and I didn't know where it was coming from. And then the company goes, "Oh yeah, we made a mistake. We double billed you and all this stuff." And I go, "Great, $2,500 of delivery fees."
Yeah,
That's haunting
you
for
should
you.
get a lot of free food like donuts and pizza or whatever you want.
Oh no, they just gave me money back and no gift certificates, no nothing. I said, "Well, thanks. Now I've really been justified, and you're haunted. So see you later."
Okay, so there was one night, like I went to do it, and I don't want to take up a lot of time on the show for this, but it said go to Burger King to get this Subway sandwich, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I went past that and talked to the person. I'm like, okay, what actually did you order? Where are you ordering from? Because there's 3 different Subways here. Yeah, I finally figured it out, and then it did it to me last night too. It was like, okay, go to Burger King and get the Subway sandwich. And I'm like, nope, it's right here. So I went there and they're like, are you sure of your destination? I'm like, yes, because I've been through this game before. I learned my lesson. Here I am. Got it, sent it, good. There's a glitch in the system, just like when it snows. 8th Avenue is closed because it goes up a hill and it's like this and this and this. They close it down. So you have to go up like and around on College. So 8th is closed, College isn't. And the system doesn't see that. So it's like, you should be there at an earlier time. No, I can't because it's closed. I almost fucking ran into that once. I was like, skeetered out of the way into somebody's driveway and backed up and went back. And then I almost went around the long way, then turned back around and went out on College, because that's the shorter way. But yeah, it's DoorDash or drama, seriously.
Wow. Well, as long as you got paid for it, if you did it.
Yeah, the other day I got shorted because I did 2 grass burgers and my app froze up on me, so I went to pick up and it just did this the whole time. And at a certain point, after like 10 minutes, I went back in. I'm like, I don't want to keep these burgers hostage. My app is frozen. I don't know what the fuck to do, so maybe somebody else can pick this up. Because, yeah, I don't want their food to get any colder. And she's like, I don't know what to do. Just blame it on us. So I'm like, that is not helping.
Oh, jeez. We lose money that way.
I know, and this one guy, he's like, yeah, even my app went crazy. And did you get in a car accident? I could have been like, yeah, and it was very bad. And I was like, no, that didn't happen. The app just froze. But, I'm still plus 87% on my percentages, so I'm okay. But yeah, I still can't believe you guys have to pay. So what is that, like street fair or court tax or what?
It's a delivery fare, but I don't know because they had to. They got investigated by I guess sort of the government, but federal who was checking them out, and they found out they were gouging everybody for all these fees. So they had to refund like 30,000 people for all this money they kept ripping everybody off with. It's just nuts. So
Right,
I stopped doing it, and
are you happier for it? I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, it wasn't regulated properly, so they got really blamed. And then the new commercials came out and said, oh, "No fees whatsoever, no charges."
Like, wait a minute.
But yeah, how does that happen?
So,
Only after you get charged, honestly.
Yeah. So this shows Patrick Cross and Boo. We still haven't seen Boo yet. Is he in league? Is he going to come on camera for the last 20 minutes, aka 25?
I didn't understand the question, or it wasn't an answer.
Where's Boo?
It was an answer.
Is Boo going to
so
come
he's not
in?
here. Boo's out drinking.
Seriously?
Next time I have Boo, because like I don't own Boo. Okay, he's with his owner, and he honestly pisses me off as it is. So.
See, and tell her like,
like
hey,
it.
Boo is booked for a show tonight, and Boo needs to be here.
He said he's gone out drinking. He left me this though.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, so
thanks, Boo. Cheers.
Cheers. Right here. You gotta cheers or don't count.
Yeah. Added
cheers.
alcohol for the show.
Always.
It's kind of funny when we do investigations. We have to have like alcohol in the for the investigations. And they go, well, there's no alcohol allowed in here. But I go, yeah, but we're not drinking it. Boo is.
Nobody is drinking like Boo is, so.
Yep, he gets all the pleasures.
All the fun time. Damn you, Boo.
It's a bad dog.
That's not bad.
Seriously.
But yeah, if you can get a hold of him and be like, hey, can you bring Boo back? It's funny because, like, here on the live show and everything, we have T-minus 26 minutes and counting. And on the Spreaker, we have an hour and 16 minutes. So somehow we are buffering over there. Kind of at the point where I already gave up my Skype phone number. I'm about to give up my Spreaker, except for it has different linkages, so I don't know.
You were on another network, right?
Yeah, I used to be on oh my gosh.
Spreaker.
Yeah, well, I am on Spreaker. But Spreaker's the one that's falling behind by quite a bit. Like I said, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Maybe it's a time difference.
I don't think so. I think it was buffering for one reason or another, while all the rest of the stuff was fine. But yeah, it has a thing where it goes out to different places, which I love. But every place I want to hit is basically here in StreamYard, so I don't even know what to do anymore. I gave up my Spreaker phone number, my Skype phone number. So now it's just video or.
I find Skype is too slow. I just don't like it anymore.
Yeah, it's really outdated, right?
Yeah, nothing has been updated, and then Zoom is okay, but Zoom only
Everybody's like, why don't you do Zoom? I'm like, it doesn't interact with my Spreaker, so I just have to do different things.
Whatever works, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
I think.
I don't know. But I don't get paid to think, so it doesn't work out quite well.
No, you just get paid to be nice and look good and on the video here and saying hi and how are you?
Hi, how are you? How was that?
So just so you know, I do promote your show a lot.
Oh, well, I promote yours too. Like, I tell everybody about you and Boo, and my husband, I was like, yeah, it's Haunted Doll, and he's the last one I told because he's very against alcoholics. And I was like, yeah, his alcoholic doll, and he's like a Cupid doll, but he's black and yeah, he's a drunk and his name is Boo. And he's like, ah! I'm like, yeah, no, that's his name, Boo. I wasn't trying to scare you.
So, what did he think? What did people think of Boo, actually?
Okay, so for the most part, people are cool, but my husband, he's very prejudiced. So yeah, there's that. But otherwise,
did I tell you
all
what
my
happened,
friends and my
actually?
family and stuff, they're cool. No, please do. Please tell me.
This is interesting because I was slated to do a show with Boo. This was in the summertime, and we were contacted by a news show called Haunted Objects. And everything was going great. And they're all interested in Boo, and they go, well, they're interviewing, looking for haunted objects and items that were haunted that can actually be verified and explained, right? And show things happening. So, great. I had all the video, I had everything, I had Boo, everything else. And he's a black doll. So I was passed on from one producer to another. The other producer didn't want, she finished doing research. And I got in contact with a new young producer, and she was black. Okay, nothing wrong with that. And then she found out that Boo was black, and she all freaked out. She got scared, and she thought Boo was going to do something to her and everything else. And we freaked her out because we were talking about what Boo was doing and what happened. And I guess because it was related to her, she ended up canceling the show. Saying that they didn't really want it, made up an excuse that Boo was not for the show. So it was really frustrating because it was all going to go really well, and I guess she got too freaked out because Boo's destruction and this and that, and all those things going on. She freaked out. So I told Boo, and Boo got all upset, and apparently I said, well, Boo doesn't really appreciate that, and the fact that you cut him from the show. And he's really mad, and now he's drinking heavily, and something could happen because we don't control the paranormal, right, at all. So next thing you know, a day later, she has a car accident, and Boo, and we said, Boo, go get her, right? And she smashes up her car, and she's freaking out even more, going, well, Boo did this, and now he's after me. And she was got all these other door locks and everything for her apartment. And she kept saying that she saw the silhouette of Boo haunting her house. And I go, oh my God. It was funny. And then the show got canceled because they couldn't actually find any haunted objects. Because it's hard to verify a haunted object. You're going to find a haunted
but
key.
when you're around it and it's haunted, that shit is haunted. And then she saw Boo's tubby outside run across his little tubby silhouette.
The whole show got canceled because Boo did it, and we said it, and she goes, "Yep, I guess Boo did it." So she admitted it. It was just funny as hell because Boo got revenge, right?
Well, yeah. Doesn't Boo always get revenge? Seriously.
Yeah, but it was slated to be so well, and she took it in the wrong way. And reacted that the doll was black and she was black, and then the doll was gonna. A lot of people were very fearful of dolls, right?
So now it's racism, right? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's funny how that all falls together, but everybody's like, "Oh, you said this or you did this. It's racism." No, here you are with a black fucking doll. This is beyond your control, except for you bought it in one way or another. What the fuck? This is so strange to me. You're not racist. I know this.
The whole show got canceled because she was so fearful of the doll and everything else that was haunted, right? So I'm laughing.
It should have been more of a what we need to do show because look at the ratings gonna be. But too many people are afraid these days. They're scared.
Yeah, so that was Boo's fame. 15 minutes of fame, anyway.
So what is his theme?
But
Does he have a theme song?
But now he's on TikTok, so. And we do have a theme song, by the way.
Yeah, what is it? I want to hear.
Well, I can't really say it, but it basically goes like Boo is Boo. What can he do? He blows up lots of things and has a drink or two. Boo is Boo.
4.
And he burnt.
5. Yeah.
And we got all these firemen who want to sing it now. It's like hilarious. Like, oh my God, I got like 100, all these firemen because, there's
How many
Boo causes
fires have they
fires,
gone
and
to because of him?
Firemen are going to sing this song and do it and have Boo dancing around with it. So it'll be so cool.
Man, I wish Boo was here tonight. I'm so disappointed because I advertised it was you. I did that last time too, but he was supposed
His
to be here
takes
tonight.
Over, so yeah.
Yeah, mine too. I'm fucking 86% Irish. What do you expect? No.
Next time I'll have him for sure.
And my dad said I'm Black Irish, so I'm sure that you can recognize. But yeah. Man. Yeah, but
if anybody's interested, you can see Boo on TikTok on the videos, and it is funny.
Seriously.
You've seen them.
Yes. And I'm like, people are different, so is it funny ha-ha or funny peculiar? Because some people are like, that's funny ha-ha, and other people are like, that's funny peculiar. To me, it's fucking funny. And I can't help it.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's a lot of drama, too, so
it's kind of
good.
Jerry. And I just say, Patrick.
My goodness, just things keep happening. I don't know.
I know. So what do you do?
But we did have
do you have any? Go ahead.
Things since Christmas came and went, as you know, Christmas, and we had Boo sit on Santa's lap. So we had Boo as a picture. If you saw that, it was very cool.
Yeah, we missed that this last year with the kids because, the C word. I'm not going to say the C word because I will get blocked on YouTube. But yeah, the C word and what's going on with that. So, yeah, we didn't take the kids. Perhaps this next year. I don't know. Have you seen Violent Night? I'd love to have that Santa. I wish they'd have, like, the Gentle Santa and the Violent Night Santa. That'd be cool. Have you seen that movie?
No, I didn't. I don't get out much.
Okay, so I go to Cheap Date Tuesdays, so $10 plus, I get it at $5. And so I go on Tuesday nights, get the $5 prize. I've seen M. Night Shyamalan's Knock at the Cabin, and I've seen Megan and other movies on Cheap Date Night. And I take the whole family, and my kids are traumatized, but it's been awesome. But yeah, this Santa Claus, he's to the point, he's so depressed about Christmas. He generally drinks a bunch of beers, some booze, whatever. Some of the cookies are good. Fucking sucks, generally. There's a couple that don't. Yeah, then he goes to this house where everybody's bad, but there's one good girl, and he's got to save her. And so he goes against all these people trying to rob, $300 million. So it's pretty fantastical as far as action. But my daughter, Lily, she's 7, almost 8, and she's like... and talking a lot of this.
Okay, I can't go there, but actually the new movie I want to see, and I'm into dinosaurs a lot, right? So I want to go see that new movie, 65 Million. I got to see it because the future meets the past. I don't know how they got there, but it's an interesting movie, so I want to go see that.
Yeah, my grandson, he's a Lobosaurus Rex, so he's like, and he likes to beat his grandpa on the head a lot, but that's a pretty good movie to see too. Like, my favorite is horror and thriller, but I also love biography and general, like, things like that.
Cool. What can I say? Cool. Yeah, lots of things. Nothing else has really been happening lately. I guess going into spring break, we shall see, because I'm going to be doing some more investigations.
Mm-hmm.
But I always let you know what's ahead of time, so you can tell all your friends and all the listeners on the show all the weird things I've been doing and what's coming up next.
Yeah, spring break is always a crazy time.
Yeah, for sure. And there's some great pubs that they can investigate that are haunted, and see what experiences we get out of that.
So, if anybody wants to find you and Boo or your partner, where can we look?
We can find me mostly on the videos first on TikTok. It's TikTok Patrick Cross 71 is my I guess my handle. And Facebook is Patrick Cross or Patrick Cross Ghosts is my main Facebook pages. And as well, my official website for is Ghostwalks, BurlingtonGhostwalks.ca. So I always am here to help. I do a lot of my investigations. I've been basically helping out a girl now who's been involved with, I guess, some satanic stuff. And she's trying to get rid of it all and trying to get out of it because I guess she was involved with the dark arts. So some things are haunting her and attacking her. And I've been doing all kinds of things and remedies for her and telling her what to do to clear it all. So it's a spiritual war, right? And things exist, and these things do happen. She's pretty scared, and she's had a lot of demon attacks and things going on. So I've been working with her with that. Trying to get her to contact a priest, maybe a serious Reiki person. So hopefully it's getting better and she's clearing the ghosts or clearing entities around her, per se.
So, what do you think you're going to do? Like, what steps do you think you're going to take to help her with this?
Well, in most cases, because I had a lot of attacks, I've had demon encounters face to face. And these things are not negotiable. Demons just do whatever they want. The main thing is they want to possess you, take you down, wear you out, burn you out, take over, right? So the main thing that I have dealt with is keeping positive, calling on your angel guides, calling on the spirit guides, calling on your angel, Michael, banning them and ignoring them, and basically making it hell for them by being saying I'm in control, I'm alive, and you're dead. And the main thing about being demons is to possess you and live alive, be alive through you, because they're dead. They're so hateful that they want to be alive, but they're dead, and they want to come through you and do all the acts they want to do. So I found out that using a lot of acidic things can actually cause them to leave, and they hate anything acidic. In other words, main thing I've used is putting fresh lemons, cut lemons in a bowl of water, spring water. It absorbs negativity. There's burning white candle, which also helps in a room for an hour. There's also using different things, acidic things. Vinegar works. crystals, grounding, and totally ignoring them, and not interacting with anything. Because once they get bored, they see there's no reaction, and they want to bring you down and attack you and do everything. If there's no action or reaction, they just get bored and just leave. And they go, "Well, I can't do anything with this guy." And if you're not interacting and they don't care, and being silent, then it's the easiest way. And I've found a lot of times it works. And after 3 or 4 days, they just disappear.
Well, I think they do that a lot because if you're onto them, they're going to hide.
Well, they want a reaction. They want to attack you and bring you down. And if you ignore them and just don't acknowledge them at all, they get really upset and pissed off, and tell them to be gone and leave and sage your house. Use sage and different things, and it does work.
They say it does work, but I've heard other times where the sage just really pisses them off. And we think about all the demons we could know and the number of them, but I think they're a bigger number than we really realize.
Again, I make a point of if you're living with God and positive in spirit and strength in God and surrounded by light, positive light, and the white light, you normally would offend it. Normally you would defend yourself, and it would leave because there's no other reaction to it that you're going to get. You have to be strong in faith and strong in God, and strong in being. This is a spiritual war. It's not physically war when you're fighting with helmets and guns. This is something that's going to affect you and break you down. So even when I work with the church, and I was working with the Catholic Church.
Well, like you were saying, it doesn't really have to do with the church or anything, but your faith. Your faith is most important, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, again, it's like if you are strong in faith, then you shouldn't have the problem of getting rid of it, because from time to time we all are susceptible to demons and spiritual attacks. So if you walk in the light and be positive and not delve on negative things or do negative things, then you usually don't have those problems.
You never know. Like, you could just have some trauma, or you can go through a concert where somebody's having trauma. It doesn't really matter where you are, what you're doing. It's not always your fault. Beings can attach to you at any point.
Yeah, true, but again, there's a reaction to an action, right? Things just don't happen, and then it keeps reoccurring. You've done something to make it happen. So what have you done after 5 years of being normal? And then something happens, and then get calls like, "Oh no, there's a demon. Something's happened. All this things is going on." Well, are you bringing stuff in? Are you practicing dark arts? Are you practicing Ouija or rituals? What are you doing? So there's always, or there could be mental problems, right? Or drug problems that can lower your resistance and have these things come through. And then it works on depression, anxiety, no hope, no faith. So it works on all these things that picks up on that can break you down, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do to fix that.
Well, yeah, and like you're saying, trauma, or any sort of trauma, whether you're a child or an adult, can invite things. Different energies invite different energies. It's not that it's your fault, it's whatever's going on around you.
Right.
Not fair. But like my dad used to say,
I had a lot of things
fair.
going on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I had something sticking around here for a while. That was a couple of years that I finally got rid of. Um, and they were these two little black, evil, like minion guys that looked like snakes. And they were always coming out of the side of the wall here and bugging me and attacking me, and even on my shows. And it would piss me right off. And I finally got rid of them, saging them and blasting them, and I actually used a fire, one of those fire extinguishers, and it worked really well.
Yeah, whatever you have to do to get rid of those little bastards, and it's the weirdest thing. You'd be like, hey, I need a priest, an exorcist, and all this other shit. You're thinking of fire extinguisher. That's much easier.
It worked. I don't know what's in it, but it worked.
Thank goodness. The power of Christ compels you. I don't know if you said anything while you sprayed or what. Just be like, be gone. This is be gone spray. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Fire extinguisher made of sodium. And sodium is a powerful substance. So mixed, I guess, with different things, it can definitely repel anything that I think would be evil or devilish or smoke or anything like that.
Definitely. I don't know. People carry different rocks, herbs, substances. It's a whole plethora, and it's like kind of a free for all. Like for me, I come from a Christian base. I have people in my group that are from a pagan base. Like I have different things going on, but it's good because you don't know what's going to happen all the time. Like with that fairy thing, I believe in fairies, but I never encountered any. And these certain people knew how to deal with it, so that worked out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you eyeing me suspiciously?
Okay. And to be continued.
Indeed. So, yeah, we're at the end of our time, except for, I think we were buffering for a bit, but it's okay. So Patrick, please once more give us your info, where to find you, where to find your videos of you and Ben, etc. Because we couldn't have him here tonight, but yeah, just let us know where to find that stuff.
Okay, first of all, I'm mostly on Facebook. You can find me Patrick Cross and Patrick Cross Ghosts. And TikTok is about 20 videos that I have now, which is TikTok. Patrick Cross 71 is my handle to contact. And my main webpage or web page bio is burlingtonghostwalks.ca. And always here to help and answer questions, investigate, research, and always, carry on and try to help people out and do the best we can. Also, letting everybody know I do not charge for investigations. I never have. And helping people, I've never charged any money because I believe it's a gift. And we're here to help people and to make it all better and to learn everything we can about the unexplained.
That's awesome because, I don't know, I'm kind of on the same path as you. We're always together. Together we can make it better. And as far as paranormal investigations on my team, I've had so many people tell me, you need to charge for this. And I'm like, no, I won't. Because if I do, I feel like I'm taking advantage because there's not a lot of resources as far as this field goes. So it's pretty important to just volunteer and do what you need to do. We have our gifts. We need to use it the way we see adequate.
Yeah, correct. If you're giving it and you're helping someone, it's not like you're asking for money or anything. It's like they need help and they seriously want any kind of help. And I've always been there to answer questions and help people the best I can to get their life back on track, help them, and like you do too, like many people do in the paranormal. Why not share the evidence, share the information, and try to make it all good in the end, in the process.
Definitely. I feel that way. And yeah, we all have to work together because I feel like we're at a certain point where we need to be there, instead of tearing each other down and apart like different countries and even different groups are doing to each other. We need to work together. But I want to thank you so much again, Patrick, for being on the show tonight. I wish Bill was here, but it's okay. Maybe next time. Thank you so much for joining us on. Yeah, in spirit, he is.
Drinking a lot.
I know. I just want to hear that belch or that fart or something,
But I'll let you know more stuff that's happening, of course.
Yeah. But thank you so much again for being on the show. It's awesome to have you.
Thank you very much, and happy hauntings as always.
Happy hauntings to you as well. And thank you to all of our friends on We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies, KPML Radio, You Talk Radio. I know we had issues there tonight with the echoes and such. Twitter, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and wherever else beyond the Omniverse you're listening tonight. I had a wonderful time, and I can't wait to do it again next weekend. We have, Patrick Ruggio with Cosmo Paranormal. It's going to be a week. But yeah, like I said, don't forget we're on this together. Together we can make the world a little better. And together, my friends, we are Paradox Media because without you, there's no us. I'm going to bring Patrick back in here. If you'd like to join us on the Skype after party, look me up and send me a contact request at live@TessaTNT.com30 or give me a jingle at 970-335-9596. Patrick, anything else? You just came back in.
Yeah, I faded in.
Time.
I'm just a ghost. What can I say? Floating around here. No. Just everyone else. I just wish everyone else would have peace, well, and be safe, and do proper investigations if you are doing that. Stay safe and always have somebody with you.
That's important. Don't go alone. And I've been misled where I'm like, I don't really feel anything, so I'm going to go here alone. I knew better. And then I had some bad things happen afterwards as far as possession. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, don't go alone. All our numbers. Thank you once again, Patrick.
Cheers.
Cheers. Salut. So until next time, night, live a night to all my peeps out there. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and hopefully I'll see you back here, same time, same place. Take care, my use.